Very good morning, sir. My topic chronic pancreatitis. Pancreatitis anatomy. Weight 75 to 125 gram. Size 10 to 20 centimeter. It lies in the retroperitoneum, just anterior to the first lumbar vertebra. Anatomy divided into four portions: the head, neck, body, and tail. Pancreatic ducts. Main duct of pancreas. It begins in the tail of pancreas and runs along its posterior surface. Receives numerous tributaries at right angle along its length. It joins the bile duct to form hepatopancreatic ampulla. Accessory of pancreatic duct. It begins in the lower part of the head, opens into the duodenum at minor duodenum papilla. This diagram shows the arterial supply to the pancreatic. This diagram shows the nerve supply to the pancreas. Let us see the chronic pancreatitis definition. It is the beginning inflammatory process and fibrosis disorder characteristic by irreversible morphologic changes, progressive and permanent loss of exocrine and endocrine function. Clinically, the disease is characterized by recurrent episodes of severe and uncontrollable upper abdominal pain and by a loss of exocrine function and endocrine function, diabetes mellitus. Chronic pancreatitis incidence may happen 3 to 10 per 1 lakh population, more common in men middle aged more than 40 years, two-thirds are alcoholics. Toxic, metabolic, idiopathic, genetic, hereditary, autoimmune, immunologic, recurrent acute pancreatitis, obstructive and mechanical. In case of toxic metabolic, alcohol consumption is 60 to 90%, tobacco and hypercalcemia, CRF uremia is also seen in toxic metabolic states. Let us see the idiopathic causes. Up to 20% of patients with CP have no known risk factors. Based on the biomodal age of onset of the clinical symptoms, two distinct entitles. Early onset of idiopathic CP: 1. First 2 decades of life. 2. Abdominal pain. 3. Pancreatic calcification and exocrine and endocrine pancreatic insufficiency are very rare at the time of diagnosis. Idiopathic, late onset idiopathic CP: 1. Fifth decade of life. 2. Usually painless course. 3. Associated with significant exocrine and endocrine pancreatic insufficiency. And 4. Pancreatic calcifications. Tropical pancreatitis. Tropical pancreatitis is one of the most common forms of chronic pancreatitis in certain areas of southwest India. Tropical pancreatitis is generally a disease of youth and early adulthood with a mean age of at onset of 24 years. The disease classically manifests as abdominal pain, severe malnutrition, exocrine and endocrine insufficiency. Genetic factors are hereditary. CFTR, cystic fibrosis associated with ductal dilation, precipitate formation, pancreatic atrophy. 2. PRSS1, chromosome 7 and regulates trypsinogen production, mutation, intra-acinar trypsinogen activation, resistant to inactivation, activate other proenzyme, episode of acute pancreatitis, chronic pancreatitis. 3. Serine protease inhibitor causal type 1, regulates the premature activation of trypsinogen. SPINK1 mutation are not enough to trigger pancreatic inflammation. They lower the threshold for its development and influence the severity of the disease. Autoimmune or immunological, rare but distinct form of CP characterized by specific histopathologic and immunological features. Autoimmune disease, viral disease, hallmarks are periductal infiltration by lymphocytes and plasma cells, granulocytic epithelial lesion and destruction of the duct epithelium, meningitis. You can see minimal abdominal pain, diffuse enlargement of pancreas without calcification of pseudocytes. Most commonly involves the head of the pancreas and the distal bile duct. In case of obstructive, scars of the pancreatic duct, tumors of the ampulla of Vater and head of the pancreas, trauma. Main pancreatic duct obstruction may lead to stagnation and stone formation by pancreatic juice, lead to recurrent pancreatitis, periductal fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis. Pathogenesis: toxic metabolite hypothesis, fatty acid ethyl esters and reactive O2 species which results in increased fragility in intraacinar organelles such as zymogen granules and lysosomes, which damage acinar cells, and scarring of the pancreatic parenchyma, impaired microcirculations. Acetaldehyde causes direct acinar injury. Protein plug hypothesis. Alcohol, which induced in protein concentration in pancreatic secretion, and glycoprotein 2 secretion in acinar cells, which induce in formation of protein precipitate and protein plug calcification of PPT, which results in ductal stone formation, ductal obstruction. Pancreatic stellate cells. PSCs present fibroblast, which results in activated myofibroblasts, which results in synthesis protein, which results in fibrosis. The duct hypothesis. Immune reaction cause periductal inflammation, scarring of the duct, outflow obstruction, destruction, and fibrosis. Features. Abdominal pain. Exocrine insufficiency occurs in 80% to 90%. Steatorrhea, diarrhea, fat-soluble vitamin deficiency such as bleeding, osteopenia, and osteoporosis. Endocrine insufficiency, diabetes mellitus, jaundice, or cholangitis, rarely upper GI bleed. Abdominal pain, most common and most debilitating. Initially, pain manifests after consumption of food. Later on, it becomes continuous and affects quality of life. Abdominal pain, especially in epigastrium, often with radiation to the back, boring, deep, and penetrating, relieved by leaning forward, by assuming the knee chest position on one side. Loses appetite, weight loss, addiction, analgesics. Abdominal pain usually proposed two mechanisms for pain. 1. Increased pressure and ischemia. 2. Injury, alteration, and peripheral and central nociceptive nerves. In case of pain, increased pressure and ischemia. Obstruction in duct leads to increased pressure, similar to compartment syndrome, where increased pressure leads to ischemia, which causes pain, proven in animal studies, and decreased pancreatic blood flow measured at ERCP and basic for surgical intervention. Alteration in peripheral and central nociceptive nerve demonstrated increase in the diameter and number of intrapancreatic nerves, foci, and inflammatory cells associated with nerves and ganglia, and damage to the perineural sheath. The disruption of the perineural sheath may allow inflammatory mediator to gain access to the neural elements. Pain accumulation of inflammatory mediators and nerve injury can sensitize the nerve, make it hyper-responsive. Chronic pain due to chronic peripheral nerve injury or inflammation leads to changes in nociceptive processing that involve both the spinal cord and CNS. Chronic pain can produce a centrally sensitized pain state in which elimination of the original source of pain does not relieve pain. Exocrine insufficiency. Steatorrhea and azoturia do not usually occur until pancreatic enzyme secretion is reduced to less than 10% of the maximum output. Advanced chronic pancreatitis, maldigestion of the fat, protein, and carbohydrates occur, present with diarrhea and weight loss. Median time to development of exocrine insufficiency was 13.1 years in patients with alcoholic chronic pancreatitis. Exocrine insufficiency, deficiency of fat-soluble vitamins, significant vitamin D deficiency, osteopenia, or even osteoporosis occur. Bleeding manifestations may also seen. In case of endocrine insufficiency, chronic pancreatitis also affect islet cells. Populations more than 40% to 80% of patients will have clinical manifestation of diabetic mellitus. Islet cells appear to be relatively resistant to destructions in chronic pancreatitis. Diabetic mellitus typically manifests late. In case of chronic pancreatitis, we can diagnose by functional test and imaging. We can see in extrapancreatic complication, jaundice may be seen in the presence of coexisting alcoholic liver disease or bile duct compression within the head of pancreas and duodenal obstruction. A palpable spleen may also rarely be found in patients with thrombosis of the splenic vein as a consequence of chronic pancreatitis or in patients with portal hypertension due to coexistent or chronic liver disease. In case of functional test, we can see fecal elastase 1 level is the preferred non-invasive study to diagnose pancreatitis ectopic insufficiency. Normally 200 mg and per gram feces, mild to moderate 100 to 200 mg per gram, severe pancreatic exocrine insufficiency less than 100 mg per gram, lipase and amylase are minimal diagnostic value. In case of the imaging test, previously test of choice ERCP, now CECT. CT is specified of 85% to 100% for diagnosis of chronic pancreatitis. Dilated chronic pancreatitis duct is 68%, parenchymal atrophy 54%, and pancreatic calcification 50%. Other findings include peripancreatic fluid, focal pancreatic enlargement, biliary duct dilation, and irregular pancreatic parenchymal contour. This is the CECT image of chronic pancreatitis. MRCP is also one of the most reliable and alternative test for chronic pancreatitis. MRCP with secretin injection particularly useful intradural strictures and peripancreatic disruption. This is MRCP image of chronic pancreatitis. Imaging role of ERCP. ERCP was historically considered the gold standard for the diagnosis of chronic pancreatitis. Indications include patients for whom CT and MRCP are contraindicated, fail to corroborate the diagnosis. Therapeutic modality. Pancreatic duct complication amenable to endoscopic therapy such as stricture, stone, pseudocyte, and biliary stenosis. US is past 25 years as the most accurate technique to diagnose in the early stages, and reasonable criteria to diagnose chronic pancreatitis features hyperechoic foci and postacoustic shadowing, honeycombing locality, main pancreatic duct calculi, main pancreatic duct dilation, dilated side branches. This image is chronic pancreatitis in diagnostic of UES. In case of chronic pancreatitis, management of abdominal pain and pancreatic insufficiency steatorrhea is very difficult to manage. In case of pain management of chronic pancreatitis, most often requires medical care. Identify associated condition for which specific therapy exists: pseudocytes, duodenal obstruction, carcinoma. In case of pain management in chronic pancreatitis, some patients may be managed with acetaminophen. Anesthesia should be avoided. Pain management clinics should start with non-narcotic analgesics. Mostly they fail. It is usually to begin with lower potency opioid agents like tramadol. Gradually increase the dosage while focusing the patients on the goal of control of pain to an acceptable level rather than complete relief of pain. The risk of opiate addiction is estimated to be 10% to 30%, but pain relief is the first priority. Adjuncts tricyclic antidepressants like SSRI, SNRI, moderating central pain perception, and potentiate narcotics. Gabapentinoids like gabapentin and pregabalin can be used. In case of pain management, cessation of alcohol and smoking should be strictly followed. Most studies have documents an apparent decrease in pain and painful relapses in patients who stop drinking alcohol. In case of chronic pancreatitis, as a pain management, we can use antioxidant, as there is no clear evidence to support the use of this in pain management. But in a large study conducted in India, tropical pancreatitis, there is improvement in pain and other symptoms, not found useful in elderly patients with chronic pancreatitis. As pain management, we can use pancreatic enzyme therapy, protease supplementation to duodenum, proximal jejunum, reduce CCK release by destroying an intestinal CCK releasing factor, octreotide reducing circulating CCK levels. Endoscopic management. Goal of endoscopic therapy is to improve drainage of the pancreatic duct by relieving ductal obstruction. limited to a subgroup of patients with amenable pancreatic ductal anatomy, that is single dominant structure or an obstructive stone in the head of the pancreas. Stent placement and sphincterotomy. Stenosis of the sphincter has produced obstructive chronic pancreatitis. Complication or clogging of stents that is producing recurrent pain, attack of acute pancreatitis or pancreatic sepsis. Stent migration, that is which may require surgical extraction. Ductal perforation. Removal of large or impacted stones requires lithotripsy. A survey from Japan in 555 patients reported complete stone clearance in 73% of patients. 308 pain improvement of relief is seen in about 75% to 90% of patients who undergo this type of therapy. There is some other effect on pancreatic pain separate from the ability to fragment pancreatic stone. In case of chronic pancreatitis, when the pain not subsided, you can go for surgical treatment of CP is based on two main concepts. One is resection of tissues, that is non-dilated pancreatic duct, pancreatic head enlargement, or if a pancreatic carcinoma is suspected. 2. Drainage and preservation of tissue to prevent further loss of pancreatic functions. Condition that go for surgery procedures, indication for that: intractable pain, symptomatic local complications, unsuccessful endoscopic management, suspicion of malignancy. In surgical management of chronic pancreatitis, we can go for drainage and decompression procedure, that is doable described using distal pancreatectomy and splenectomy with an end-to-end pancreatic jejunectomy between the cut end of the body or tall of the pancreas and a rocks in Y limb of jejunum to decompress the pancreatic duct. In case of drainage procedure, there is procedure called Puto and Gilbert by they modified by Duval's procedure. Longitudinal opening along the main pancreatic duct through the tail and the body of the pancreas, and then invaginating and distal gland into the rocks NY limb of jejunum. As of longitudinal pancreatic jejunostomy, Partington and Rogella describe the side-to-side longitudinal pancreatectomy that is currently referred to the modified Push-Stop procedure remain as a standard opposed to pancreatic ductal decompression. Best applied to patients with parenchymal disease and pancreatic ductal dilation diffusely involving the pancreatic head, neck, body and tail of the gland. In case of longitudinal pancreatic jejunostomy, minimal diameter of pancreatic duct should be more than 7 mm, should not be any mass in the pancreatic tissue, omitted splenectomy, distal pancreatectomy. This is the picture of longitudinal pancreatic jejunostomy. In case of resection procedure in chronic pancreatitis, Becker introduced duodenum preserving pancreatic head resection, division of the neck of pancreas and removal of the head of pancreas, leaving a small rim of pancreatic tissue along the duodenum. This picture shows the hybrid procedure or Frey procedures. In some cases, many surgeons are doing total pancreatectomy with islet autotransplantation, that is small duct disease, diffuse parenchymal inflation, hereditary syndrome, failure of prior pancreatic operation, complete or near complete pain relief in about 70% of patients, with 60% to 70% achieving narcotic independence. Nerve blocks and neurolysis. Celiac plexus block, usually using a combination of glucocorticoid and a long-acting local anesthetic like bupivacaine. Celiac plexus neurolysis using an injection of absolute alcohol can be administered by CT or UAS guided technique. These are used in the pancreatic carcinoma. In case of lancectomy, block central portion of nociceptive inputs involves sectioning the greater splanchnic nerve on one or both sides. 50 to 75% will get pain relief. The multiple spinal levels that receive input from the splanchnic nerves and the variation in the number of splanchnic roots makes complete neurotomy difficult. Summary of this presentation. Benign inflammatory process, fibrosis disorder characteristic by irreversible morphologic changes, progressive and permanent loss of exocrine endocrine function. Alcohol consumption is the most common cause. Pain is the most common side effect. CECT is the first innovation choice, best being US. Treatment summary. Local inflammation, pharmacotherapy, pancreatic enzyme, analgesic, narcotics, ductal hypertension, decompression, pseudosis and endoscopic stenting, organ hypertension, dissections, retroperitoneal damage, neuroblastoma, and celiac block. Thank you.